Welcome to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection since 1991. My name is Linda Karnauskas, and I'll be your host today, Wednesday, December 9th, 2015. Well, we have a great show for you today. We're going to be talking with a few people from the Owatonna Foundation. We're going to be talking to the president, David Einhaus, and the executive coordinator, Laura Resler. And then in the second part of our show, we're going to be viewing and talking with the fellas from the Steele County Astronomical Society. So we're so glad to have them, and we're going to learn a whole bunch there. So we hope you'll stay tuned with us, and we want to thank you for watching our broadcasts. And if you've enjoyed them, please contact us and give us any feedback, or if we have some programs that you'd like to have ideas for, please call us or email us. You can do that at Charter, the Charter email system, and it's owatonnatoday@charter.net, or you can contact our producer, Leanne Alt, at 390-5751. Okay, so here we are today, and we
go to break.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, and now we're just going to have a few words from our sponsors.
Hi, I'm Dr. Beth Giltvet.
And I'm Dr. Nick Vincelli of Horizon Eye Care.
We want you to see what you love and love how you see. We're proud sponsors of the Owatonna Today Show.
I needed more than just another dead-end job. I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
With the kids off to college, I decided it was time for me to go back to work and express myself.
Express got me in touch with some really great companies. Now I'm on my way to a great career.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today.
Hi, I'm Nate Chesney, and I play Scrooge as a young man.
And I'm John Terrell, and I play Mr. Fezziwig in LTO's current production of A Christmas Carol, directed by Jeffrey Jackson and sponsored by Wells Fargo.
Performances of A Christmas Carol will be held Friday and Saturday, December 4th and 5th at 7:30 p.m., with a matinee on Sunday, December 6th at 2 p.m.
And again the following Thursday through Saturday, December 10th, 11th, and 12th at 7:30 p.m., with a matinee on Sunday, December 13th at 2 p.m.
Tickets are available at the LTO box office by calling 451-0764 or online at littletheaterofowatonna.org. Don't be a humbug. Don't miss LTO's production of A Christmas Carol.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. And we're here with David Einhaus, the president of the Owatonna Foundation, and then Laura Resler, who's the executive coordinator. We're so happy to have you. We usually would like to start out each little segment with a little word about who you are. So David, if you could just share with our audience a thing about yourself maybe? Or?
Okay, well thank you, Linda, for having us this morning. We appreciate it. I'm Dave Einhaus. I've been an attorney in Owatonna since 1979, so going on 38 years, I guess, 37 years. Grew up in Austin, Minnesota, so I'm not too far from my hometown, and been practicing with the firm that's now Einhaus, Madison, Carver, and Haberman since 1979. Been a part of the Owatonna Foundation. I'm going into my 10th year.
Great. And Laura, would you like to share with us a little bit about yourself?
Well, thank you. I'm Laura Resler, and I'm the executive coordinator, and it's a new position for me. I've been with the foundation since June, and I've just loved it. Working with the Steele County Historical Society previously, I got to see firsthand how wonderful the foundation was, not only to us, but to the entire community. So it's just a thrill for me to be working with them.
And I'm sure they're glad to have you.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about that, but I'm glad to be there. Well, Babe, are you glad to have me?
Most days.
Well, we're so glad you are here, and you're here for a reason. You're starting the campaign for your fundraising, And we were talking about this before the show came on. And would you like to explain, or we can focus on this chart here? These are some of the things that the Owatonna Foundation has provided for our community. So if you would like to lead into what's on the chart a little bit, David, that would be great. Or
on the screen.
This is a visual that we put together 2 or 3 years ago when we did our initial community fundraising. We're a community foundation, and so it's important that the community be aware of what we're doing and that the community provides support for us. We can't just rely on a few people to fund the nature and the scope of the projects that we're involved with. So this visual was developed to help demonstrate to the community the significant projects in Owatonna that the foundation has either funded in whole or substantial part. They're projects that would not have happened without the contributions of the Owatonna Foundation. Number of examples, probably the most recent large ones would be the History Center, River Springs Water Park was a big one. We've been involved with the renovation of the public library many years ago. We did the Hospitality House 2 years ago, I believe. And really across the board, from things with Senior Center, number of projects out here in the West Hills, the Arts Center project, which is currently underway. Just a broad variety of projects that we've been involved with. And I think that map shows that when you look at that map, if you start to take the flags off the map, the things that we've been involved with, I think you'd realize that at the end of the day, you'd have a very different community than what we have now. And one of the important things is to make sure that the community understands that. As I said, I came to town in 1979, and there were a number of things in town that I guess I just assumed got here somehow. I didn't know how they came about, but as we became ingrained into the community and became familiar with what the foundation did, we realized these things happened because of the Owatonna Foundation, and things that just have made it a much better place to live, raise a family, work. So it's an important, I think, visual aid to look at that. And it is hanging in the foundation offices downtown on West Park Square. So if people are interested, they can stop by on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. From 9 to 1. Laura will be there with a cup of coffee if they'd like, and they can see some of the projects we've been involved with.
Speaking of Laura, the campaign just started, correct?
Right. We just sent out letters November 30th, and then we'll have some additional, media through print ads and radio also throughout the month of December.
Okay. And then the Owatonna Foundation, I found out, has been around 57 years, correct?
Right.
And it's been a very long time. How has it evolved? How have you started from, like, I think you were one or two of the first foundations in Minnesota, and it's grown, and you've gotten more people to join. And is it just corporations that can give?
No, the Owatonna Foundation, it's an unusual thing to have a foundation of our size in a community of our size. And it was, as you said, 57 years ago, some very forward-thinking individuals that wanted to improve the community said, let's put an organization together that'll help us do that. And the very first project was to acquire property along the Straight River that has become the trail system along Lake Colmeyer down in that area. And it's grown from there. With over these years, we've contributed over $11.5 million worth of projects to the community, and because of the size and the nature of the grants that we give, we need contributions not only from companies and corporations, businesses, but individuals as well. And that's when you're a community foundation, you need community support.
So you welcome the companies, you welcome anybody from Owatonna who'd like to give to the foundation to do so.
Absolutely.
And then it's pretty much managed by the Board of Trustees.
We have 35 trustees that serve 5-year terms, and a number of the trustees have served multiple terms. the ages range probably from what, the early 40s to the 80s, in age-wise. We operate through committees. There's a grants committee that if there's an organization interested in obtaining funding for a project, there's an application process. That application needs to be completed, submitted. The grants committee will do the initial review of that and can award grants of $25,000 or less just by the grants committee. Any grants that are larger than that, any requests that are larger than that, are voted on by the entire board of trustees, and with some very vigorous discussion in many cases, and in that process.
And I have to say, I really admire the board and their hands-on with some of these grants. They do site visits, and they mentor some of the grants and the people, through the process. So they're very dedicated to seeing that their grants are successful.
Right. It amazes me how the community, so many people love our community and put forth those kind of commitments. So Laura, you're the executive coordinator and you're in the office staff there. And so what's your involvement in this campaign?
Well, I will help encourage donations and then also process them as they come in and work with the Board of Trustees to facilitate their wishes and see that we're getting this done and certainly to thank people. We want to be diligent in thanking folks, and whether it's $5 or $50,000, it's all important to us to get that community involvement and also to encourage donations and donors of the future as well.
Correct. So anybody can give, and that's a good thing. So we want to encourage that. And some of the things for younger families, middle-aged families, or seniors, we've all benefited by things from the Owatonna Foundation. Some of those are the Central Park Bandstand, the Riverside River Spring Water Park, and the Park and Trails, and the Steele County History Center, Village of Yesterday, and baseball bleachers, and the list goes on. And we would just encourage anybody that would like to find out more about the foundation to go down and visit with Laura or David Einhaus, or to go on the website and take a look at their website. It's very informative and a lot of points that you can touch on about the foundation.
If I might just mention quickly that we do also have a legacy society where people who are interested in including the foundation in their estate plan, there's some opportunities for that as well. And that's been a very substantial funding source for us over the years.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, is there anything else you'd like our viewing audience to know before we...
Well, just contact us at 455-2995, or the foundation website is owattonnafoundation.org, and there's a wonderful video on there that you can watch and learn a lot about the foundation.
Okay. Well, we thank you so much, and we just want you both to know how cherished you are by our community, and we thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for having us.
Yep. And now we'll be right back with the Steele County Steele County Astronomical Society. After a word from our valued sponsors.
United Way is all about
seniors live life with purpose and dignity,
building a community of opportunity,
painting a brighter tomorrow,
supporting all people in times of need,
bringing neighbors together,
investing in the building blocks of education, income, and health.
Please join us and all Napa Distribution Center employees by giving generously, advocating for a better quality of life, and volunteering your time. We all win when we live united.
Hi, this is Eric with the West Hills Tennis and Fitness Center. A heated swimming pool, sauna, running track, cardio room, basketball court, weight room, and 6 tennis courts are among the amenities you can enjoy at our facility. We have a variety of membership packages available to meet the needs of everyone, or you can simply drop in for the day. Stop out today and take advantage of all we have to offer. West Hills Tennis and Fitness, encouraging and promoting a healthy lifestyle.
Amy Swain Hearing Centers is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Dr. Amy Swain, and I want everyone to hear better.
Hi, I'm Brenda with the Mortgage Office of Brenda Bednar, aligned with American Mortgage and Equity Consultants, where closings feel right from the beginning. I'm a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
I'm Deb Gillard. And I'm Shawn McNulty with Brookdale Owatonna Assisted Living and Memory Care,
where we provide optimum living activities to keep our residents engaged in life.
And we are a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. We're so glad to have you back, and with us today we have the Steele County Astronomical Society. And they're here to talk about the Geminid Meteor Shower show that's coming up, and that's going to be during the month of December. We have here Jean Kispert, who's the secretary of the organization, and then we have Grant Quam, who is the president. And welcome.
Thank you.
Tell me a few things about yourself, Jean. How long have you been involved with the Astronomical Society?
Well, a number of years ago, three of us were going out looking at the stars, kind of ad hoc. And so we decided maybe we should form a club. So about, 10 years ago?
1999.
Okay.
We
founded a club, and now we meet monthly. And it's more fun to go out with one other person at night and discuss it. And so we've been meeting regularly, and we enjoy it.
Oh, good. Jean, can you tell me a little bit about yourself and your involvement?
Well, I wasn't one of those original members, but I joined the club as soon as they formed in 1999, and I've been a member ever since, occasionally serving as an officer, and right now I'm president of the club for a few years here. So.
Okay. And please tell us a little bit about the Geminid Meteor Shower. When is that coming up, and what can we do as novices out there in the community that would like to look up and view some of these meteors that'll be coming into town, so to speak?
The Geminid Meteor Shower it'll peak Sunday night on December 13th into the morning of December 14th. It'll actually be active a few days before that and a few days after that, but the peak will be the night of the 13th. Go out anytime after dark, start looking. It's probably going to get to be best about 2 a.m. And this year they're expecting perhaps 120 meteors per hour. So that's about 2 every minute. And it doesn't come regular. It's probably a little sporadic, but go out there, you should see some nice ones.
Okay.
And what part of the sky?
Yeah. And when you say go out there, where do you mean go out to where?
Usually it's nice to get out in the country, away from all the lights. But if you can't do that in town, in an area where you see the sky, usually bring a reclining lawn chair so you can lay back down and look at the sky. You don't need binoculars, just visual. Mm-hmm. And basically, which direction is the best tonight?
Well, the Gemini is in the east right now, so it'll look like they come out of the east, but really the meteors will be spread all over the sky. Sometimes it's almost best to look away from the Gemini, and you'll see the whole sky full of meteors because they can come in any location.
On occasion, you'll have a shower. We were out one time, and we were running about 400 to 500 an hour, and during a short period of time. So,
wow,
they come in some, and other times you see none. For a period of time. So.
Okay. Well, what a fun event to do. I know there was a meteor shower not too long ago, and my husband and I ventured out into the country and tried to spot a few and things like that. So it's kind of a fun event. So that's good to encourage even the novice to get out there and just look and enjoy. Let's talk a little bit about the Steele County Astronomical Society. How long have you been in existence? You said
1999.
Yes. Now, say somebody says, gee, that sounds like fun. I'd like to be a member of the club. Why join? What are the advantages of being a member?
First, we meet monthly on the 3rd floor of the library on the first first Thursday night of the month, and from 7 to about 9. And everybody's welcome to come up and meet the members and ask questions about how it's going and so on. And we have about a 2-hour program.
Yep, and We also sponsor several public events every year. We go out to Rice Lake State Park 3 times a year, Memorial Day, 4th of July, and Labor Day. And we have several telescopes out there for viewing. Gene does a slideshow on the 4th of July because it gets dark so late. And then we'll have a couple of events in Owatonna, usually one in the spring and one in the fall. We just had one here in Owatonna in September that was part of a lunar eclipse. And we had one earlier in the spring also, which was just a viewing session.
Now, I notice our third guest over here, next to Grant, is a telescope, correct?
Yes.
And you said the club has how many?
We have 4 telescopes that are available for members to check out. This one is an 8-inch Schmidt-Cassegrain. It's a celestron scope. This was donated to us several years ago now. It makes a pretty nice compact unit. It's easy to transport, easy to set up, but it's quite a powerful telescope. Right now I have a zoom eyepiece in it that allows you to increase the magnification. This is currently set up as an alt-azimuth mount, meaning that it'll rotate this way and then you can change the altitude setting here.
That is quite a beautiful piece of equipment.
Yes.
It really is. Now, so if I wanted to come and join your club or try it out or come visit, and you were having a particular, do you view every club meeting if it's clear enough to see? I mean, could I come and use one of those?
We have club viewing sessions separate from our meeting time. We have a viewing site out southwest of town that we share with the Owatonna RC modelers. They're the radio-controlled airplane club. And they don't use it at night so much, so we go there and have club viewing sessions. It's a very dark, level site, no obstructions around, and it's very good.
Okay.
So, and that's just part of our normal schedule. Usually we pick the dark time of the month.
And I noticed on your website you have a link that takes you to the Astronomical Society, so you can get readings on. Explain to our viewers what a sky report is, or a clear sky or a dark sky report.
Oh, go ahead.
A clear sky report is kind of a graphical presentation of what the cloud cover is, what the viewing conditions are, whether it's going to be dark, whether there's a lot of turbulence in the air, whether there's any high clouds and such that might obstruct the viewing, as well as the temperature and what time it gets dark and such.
Mm-hmm.
It's all.
And does your club have a newsletter?
We do not at this point, no.
Not at this time, so they basically would have to contact one of you and come on out. And okay, well that sounds like fun.
Yeah. Another thing people are confused on, they believe they have to have a telescope like that to view the sky, but binoculars work very well. Binoculars, small telescopes, and so people think they have to have a $1,000 piece of equipment, and they don't. And really, binoculars are 2 small telescopes put together, and so and I do a lot of my viewing with binoculars.
Okay, well, thank you. And let's go over again. When does the club meet again?
First Thursday of every month, 7 to 9 o'clock at the Caney Room at the Owatonna Public Library.
Okay, and could you give them a number where they could reach you?
507-455-0738, and that's my number. And they can reach me there, and I'll give them any information they need on the club.
Okay. Well, we want to thank you for sharing about the beauty of our skies, and we understand that, again, that the Geminid Meteor Shower will be coming up December 13th and 14th. And just repeat real quickly again where they can go to probably get the best view and what time.
Okay, one thing, we have a fellow named Dale Liefeld publishes an article in the Owatonna paper once a month that tells the events of the month.
Okay.
And it's very well written, and usually it's about a week, usually the last week or the first week of the month.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you for coming and sharing all about your club, and and where we can reach you and how to get involved. And we want to thank you, Mr. Telescope, for coming. What a beautiful piece of equipment. And we hope to see you again, and we wish you well. Thank you for taking the time and sharing with us.
Thank you for having us.
And we want to thank you, and we're going to leave now and just have a few words from our sponsor, and then we'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Katie Marshall. A year ago, my family and I became homeless. We were scared and alone. Today, with the help of Steele County Transitional Housing and generous donors like you, my family and I are safely housed. I am working, going to college, paying my rent on time. My children have a warm bed to sleep in every night. My family and I are so grateful for this second chance. Please help others in need by donating to transitional housing today. Everyone deserves a safe place to live.
Hi, my name is Ryan Gillespie with Bremer Bank Mortgage. By trusting your home loan needs to Bremer Bank, you are guaranteed a personalized, straightforward, and honest experience from application to closing. We look forward to guiding you through your next home purchase or refinance.
Welcome back, and we hope you enjoyed visiting with the Steele County Astronomical Society. And now I'm going to go over some community announcements with you. The Owatonna Foundation is pleased to announce the start of their annual fundraising campaign, now in its 58th year of serving the Owatonna community. And the foundation provides brick and mortar grants in Owatonna and in 4 areas: recreation, education, arts, and community projects. The foundation also provides both traditional and non-traditional scholarships for 2-year colleges and technical schools. For more information about making a gift to our Owatonna Foundation, please visit the website at www.owatonnafoundation.org or call 455-2995. And Little Theater of Owatonna has announced its holiday show, A Christmas Carol, the second production in LTO's 50th anniversary season. Show dates will be 7:30, December 10th, 11th, 12th, with 2 p.m. matinee on the 13th, and a post-performance discussion with cast and crew members will be held following the December 6th matinee. Show tickets are available online at littletheaterofowatonna.org, as well as the LTO box office, which opens for ticket sales at 4 p.m. November 30th. And the Owatonna Elks Lodge holds this year's basketball hoop shoot on Saturday, December 12th at the Owatonna Junior High. And the contest is open to all boys and girls ages 8 through 13 from Owatonna, Watseka, Medford, Ellendale, and Blooming Prairie areas. The top 3 boy and girl shooters in each age category will advance to the district contest, and all participants will receive a free t-shirt registration, which will be held at 12:30 p.m. and competition begins at 1 p.m. And Habitat for Humanity has had a Steele County, Watseka area invites local families to attend an information workshop to learn about the organization's affordable homeownership program. Each workshop will review the eligibility criteria and application process for the program, which will be held at Tuesday, December 8th, 7 to 8:30 p.m. at Grace Lutheran Church, 300 East Elm Avenue, Watseka, and Thursday, December 10th, 7 to 8:30 p.m., Good Shepherd Lutheran Church, 2500 7th Avenue, Northeast Owatonna. Well, we want to thank you for the show today, and we hope you'll join us and come back on Friday, December 11th. And at that time, we're going to be visiting with the Salvation Army down at the Hy-Vee, and then we're going to go over to the Little Professor Bookstore and talk with John Miser about some Christmas gifts. Thank you for tuning in and being part of our community connection.